July 14th, 2020. So today I am part of the future. Why am I part of the future, you ask? Well, because I got a loan for $1,300 and I did not use a bank. I did not need a bank. They did not check my credit history, because I'll be honest with you guys, I don't have good credit. I don't have good credit history. I'm working on it. It's definitely something that I'm kind of like, I know it's a good thing. It's good to have credit, but I'm so like future mindset based that I'm like always thinking like, who cares? Web3 is right around the corner. I'm not going to need this stupid credit system, this bogus, antiquated BS system. But again, don't listen to me. Credit is important. You need it. You know what I mean? By all means, I'm going to try and fix my credit eventually. But the most important thing for me is to get these crypto gains while I can, while I'm young, while they're good. You know what I mean? Because once we get into the point where crypto is mainstream, the gains will still be good. They'll still be way better than anything you're going to get today, but they won't be as good. You know what I mean? As you let time go, the more opportunity sort of gets away. But yeah, I was able to get a loan using my BNT, Bancor Network tokens, as collateral. So simply I staked, which I already had plenty of BNT staked in a smart contract. And then I pulled out a loan in USDB, which is the stable dollar token in the Bancor network. You can also use it to stake inside reserves and connect to the network that way. But I took $1,300 out, cashed it out through Coinbase. Boom. Now I have enough money to pay bills for this month. I have enough money to pay everything that I need for this month, which is good and is a blessing. And it's something that honestly I can only be so thankful for, that I have the knowledge to actually do this, because really I would be in the way everything kind of happened for me this month. I actually already had the money to pay rent this month. It was already saved in my account. But one thing led to another, and sort of like a whole bunch of unexpected expenses dropped on me, which happens, right? So I got a job working for Craig Grant, infamous crypto YouTuber, and he puts up bounce houses with his girl Julie, and they have a little family business, and they get really busy around 4th of July. So they needed an extra hand to sort of be reliable, help them out, put up bounce houses, pick them up, that sort of thing. And that was actually a perfect situation for me, because it allowed me to, because honestly, more than anything, I really just needed money. You know what I mean? I'll do any job right now. I've been applying on Indeed every single day. And the first job that comes up, which I'm pretty sure is going to be fairly soon, I'm going to get a real job to actually pay some bills and actually not have to, depend on crypto, because I'm really trying to not depend on crypto, but it is such a blessing that it is there. And I didn't even have to spend any of my crypto. I literally took out a loan against my crypto, which I can pay back, once we get in this bull market. But so I'm helping them deliver the bounce houses, right? And one of the stipulations for the job was, whoever took the job and I wanted the job, I had to bring my own car. I had to have my own car and drive behind them. So they have the Ford truck and the trailer where they keep the bounce houses and everything. And I just sort of follow them to wherever we're going to set up or pick up or whatever the case may be. They cover gas, so it's cool. It works out. I don't have a problem with that. I can listen to my music. I can jam, you know what I mean? Great opportunity for me. I like it that way. I prefer it. But I think the reason he's doing it is because, number one, he makes his own videos and stuff like in the car. Like he's a honestly, when it comes to content production, I look up to Craig so much, because he's so good at what he does, honestly. And he reminds me of Gary V. If you guys are familiar with him, he's like the content guy. He's one of the other guys that got me interested in even making content. And he talks about documenting and not creating type of deal. And that's how you create content. And Craig is just really good. So if you're interested in making content or you haven't checked out his content, definitely check him out. But yeah, so basically the whole pandemic's going on, right? So they don't want too many people too close. I get it. So I'm following behind them. It's cool. I'm loving the job. And one of the pickups we were doing, I think it was a pickup. It might have been a delivery, not 100% sure. But I just remember we were in St. Cloud. And I'm not from around St. Cloud, Kissimmee. Like, this is not my neck of the woods. I've been to Kissimmee plenty of times before, but that was actually the first time that I was in St. Cloud. And that was, where I'm from in Apopka, it's completely different. And what ended up happening was I ended up getting stopped by a police officer. And he, does a normal routine. It was a little awkward the way he did it, to be honest. I can honestly say for me, and this is something I really don't talk about too much because I know everybody has a different experience and I don't want to discount anybody's experience. But for me, I've never really had any trouble when it came to police officers. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's because of the way I was raised or where I'm from or my military background. I don't know, but I just never had an issue with it. But this particular officer, I could tell the interaction was going to be a little funny just from the moment he sort of approached the car, because the way he did it, like he sort of did like a little weird knock on the side of the window, and he didn't really walk all the way up. And I know that I keep my seatbelt on. I don't do any sudden movements or anything like that. But it's just he at first it was a little awkward. Then he asked for my ID, my registration. I gave it to him, and he sees on my ID that I'm former military. So then we start getting in a conversation about that, which is a lot of the times, honestly, what happens once people see your ID, because that's how they do the Florida IDs now. If you are affiliated with the military or you were in the military, it says that on the ID. So we got into a little conversation with that, sort of broke the ice, the awkwardness went away, and he ended up pretty much giving me a break because he said he could have gave me 2 citations. I forgot what the other one was even for, to be honest. But so basically there was a hold on my registration, and I had to get that taken care of. So honestly, as soon as he said that, I knew like exactly what it was. And this is something that I wasn't even mad that I got the citation, because honestly, I feel like he could have let me go just because, there's the whole pandemic thing, and I know they got to be letting people go because, it's tough out here right now. But he didn't, he cut me a break, and I appreciate that. And it was my fault because I did owe a bunch of money to SunPass. And I knew that, and I was driving anyway, and I didn't even, think about that until I just knew eventually it was going to be, oh, you got to hold. Of course, it would be the first month that I'm in a new city, in a new apartment. So whatever. That's just how the timing went. So basically, I had some money saved that I had gotten from the bounce house job and also Postmates. And then the little bit that I had left from unemployment, I got the last unemployment check last month, but I haven't gotten one in literally like 3 weeks. So I still had a little bit of money saved, but after I pay all this, I realized like I wasn't gonna have enough money to pay the bill for July, because we're already halfway through July, and I don't like to be behind like that. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to take the stress down. I'm going to go to my crypto. I'm going to take out a loan. So that way I can already in my mind know that I am good for this month. Like I will have the month of July paid for, the apartment's good, won't have to struggle or anything like that, and I can really focus all my time and energy to looking for more work opportunities, because that's really, I'm trying to find something close by where I don't have to drive too far and I can literally just get a paycheck to sustain my living while I chase after this crypto thing. And then, eventually I do want to start making music, but that's a couple months down the line. Right now, I'm really more focused on this crypto thing because I do think crypto is primed to blow up. So really right now, I just need something that's going to pay the bills and allow me to do my thing. So that's basically what I'm looking for right now. A job that pays good with good flexibility and freedom. And right now I got Craig hitting me up whenever the bounce house thing gets busy. He's probably going to need some more help this weekend, so I can go ahead and help him out. And because my car will be re-registered, the tolls will be paid, and that'll just be a huge relief, honestly. Just a huge relief off my mind, and I don't have to worry about that. And like I said, bills will be paid. I'll have work this weekend. I can make a couple $100, and life's good. Life is good because I got crypto.